Hi all, welcome to my channel. In today's video, we are going to discuss about the different types of computer registers. In the previous lecture, we have already seen the instruction code and its types. So, whenever we are fetching any instruction, data or address from the computer memory, our CPU uses its own registers to store the data. So we can define register. It is a type of computer memory element which is used to store, transfer data or instructions. Automatically there arises a question. We already have memory, then why we are going for registers? This is because, as you already know, our CPU uses its arithmetic and logical unit to perform all arithmetic and logical operations. This ALU is very fast compared with the memory. So, if CPU takes data directly from the memory, of course there will occur a mismatch in speed between ALU unit and this memory unit. In order to avoid this mismatch, our CPU uses its own registers to store data from the memory. So, let's see the most common registers used in a basic computer. Most commonly used computer registers are program counter, instruction register, address register, data register, accumulator, temporary register, input and output register. What about the size of these registers? Is there any criteria to select the size of this register? Yes, the size of this register depends upon the computer memory. So, if we are considering a basic computer, we already know the basic computer have a memory of 4096 into 16. 4096 into 16. That means it has 4096 locations and each location can carry a 16-bit data. I can make it a little more clear. If we are using a 1-bit register, 1 bit means the value may be either 0 or 1. So we can access two locations. One is 0 and other is 1. Similarly, if we are using 2-bit, it is possible to have a 4 locations like 0001 1011. And if we are using 3-bit, it is possible to have 8 location from 0000 to 111. In the same way, if we are using 12-bit, we can make 4096 locations. How it's possible? By using 1 bit, 2 raised to 1, that means 2 location is possible. By using 2 bit, 2 raised to 2, that is 4 location is possible. By using 3 bit, 2 raised to 3, that means 8 location is possible. By using 12 bit, that is 2 raised to 12 equal to 4096. 4096 location is possible. Let's see the registers in detail. First one is program counter. It is a 12-bit register which is used to hold the address of the next instruction to be executed. Here two points we have to notice. Our PC is mentioning about the address, and second point we have to notice is that it is mentioning about the address of the next instruction, not current instruction. It is mentioning the address of the next instruction. For example, if our PC is showing 200, then we will move to the memory address 200. You can see in the address 200, instruction 1 is there. So instruction 1 will be fetched out. The details of instruction fetching, decoding and executing will be explained in the upcoming video. After fetching instruction 1, PC value will be suddenly incremented to next value. That is, here it is 201. It indicates after fetching instruction 1, we have to move to address 201 and have to fetch the instruction 2. So now You understand that our PC is used to store the address of the next instruction. As I already mentioned, whenever we are saying about any register which is used for addresses, our basic computer need a 12-bit register. So we can simply say our PC is a 12-bit register. Next is address register. It is a 12-bit register. As the name indicates, its purpose is to store the address of the memory location. Here the value of AR is 200. That indicates the location 200 in the memory. Next is instruction register. It is a 16-bit register. As the name indicates, it is used to hold the instruction code. For example, if the value of address register is 200, it points out to the location 200 in the memory. So we will move to the location 200. Here in location 200, we are having instruction 1. Instruction code I already explained in the previous lecture. So corresponding 16-bit code will be moved to the instruction register. Next is accumulator. It is a general purpose register. Since it is holding data, we are using a 16-bit accumulator here. For example, if we want to add two numbers, 3 plus 4, one of the operand will be moved to the accumulator. Next is data register. As the name indicates, data register is used to store data. Temporary register. It is a 16-bit register which is used to hold the temporary data. Input register. It is an 8-bit register which is used to store the input characters from an input device. For example, if we are pressing a keyboard, its corresponding value will be stored in the input register. Similarly, output register is also there. It is also an 8-bit register which is used to hold the character for an output device. So today's lecture we discussed about the different types of registers. Hope it's clear for all. Thank you.